In conclusion, David Dobrik is ripped now. He still has a terrible haircut. The content is still for 12-year-olds. I'm sad for knowing that.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Welcome one and all. It is me, Audra, your messiah of nonsense. And today, to start, I am here with a reaction to David Dobrik, I guess, coming back. Now, full disclosure, okay? I've never actually watched a vlog squad. I don't know what a vlog squad is, to be honest. It sounds like a venereal disease, but we're gonna look at it because I am a curious kitten. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. Like the video if you like it at the end. I'll tell you again, don't worry. I like to repeat myself. Just kidding. No, I don't. I'm a Taurus. I told you once, but I'll tell you again anyway, just to make sure you do what I say. Thank you. So, I'm excited. It's a good day. I mean, is it? We're having a snow day here in Texas. I'm sweating. You can't really tell, but I am in fact sweating because it's snowing. I'll probably not be showing up at work tomorrow because if there's even like a little bit of ice on my driveway, no thank you. One of my work vehicles, the right front tire is bald. Baby, I'm not doing that. Y'all have lost your minds if you think that that's what I'm gonna do. So instead, I'm gonna show up here. LA is on fire. Big love and hope and prayers to everybody out there in LA. I don't know what's going on with the world. It's like this man, it's just like his aura. His aura is causing problems. For those of you who don't know who David Dobrik is, neither do I. I just know that he caused Jeff Wittick innumerable amount of problems. And if there's not a David Dobrik hater left on this planet, then Jeff Wittick has passed away. That's what I know. And so much has been happening. So here we go. But before we get started, this video is sponsored by White Claw. Drink responsibly for Black girls when they also want to get white girl wasted. I'm kidding, it's not sponsored. Don't come for me on that, okay? Like, leave me alone, let me live. So, David Dobrik with 17.4 million subscribers. The video was called The Surprising Friends with Body Transformation. Is he a grown man? I don't mean it to be rude. I'm just asking, like, what is his age? Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up to 1.5 because I fear I'm gonna hate everything about it. And that could be true. He is a grown man. He's 28. Okay. How long has he been on YouTube?
What's up, dude? Okay. What's up, Bob? Guys, it is officially a brand new year. I decided to bring my camera out because I feel like I'm about to make some life changes. I want to do the Zero transformation with you.
Okay. And
I would just like to say, fat ass is a term, I guess. I feel like this is what I hate about body transformations. No, I know it. What I hate about body transformations to the depth of my soul is the negativity on how you once looked versus how you looked now. Because both of those people are you. You can't be nasty to past you. That's part of anyone's healing journey. You can't be mean to past you. It is you. And, you know, from what I gather about the movie Substance, that's the point. A big part of that movie is that they are both you. And any hatred that you spew towards past you, it leaks over into current you. That's why you can't actually get better. That's not even, I'm not a therapist. Don't do all that. I might bring this down to 1.25 because that was a little much even for me and my ADHD ass. So here we go.
what makes it different than the previous two times we tried?
I'll do it under one condition, and that's that you take some time off of work.
You said you could do it last time. You fucking quit.
Did I say dead ass I'm gonna do it?
Say that as you can do it. Say it. Say it.
Dead ass, I'm gonna do it.
I don't understand these kinds of bros. I don't understand bros. I don't understand. Why are they so excited? What's so exciting? Why did I do this to myself? Every time I'm like, I'm the messiah of nonsense. And then I bring you nonsense that even I hate. And I can't apologize. I wanted to see vlog number 666, period. It's probably the one where he destroyed Jeff Wittick's eye.
This is my before body. Or if you're watching this video in 4 years, and maybe my current body after a relapse.
Oh my God! It's worse than I thought.
I'm so sorry. I'm not body shaming him. I'm just saying in general, I don't like it when men don't have a shirt on. I want them to put their shirts on. It's very upsetting to my psyche. And I think it's awkward because everybody else is in clothes and then like he's not wearing a shirt. And it just feels like the start of a pornography film. It's upsetting my spirit.
I've let myself go. I feel really uncomfortable standing like this in front of you guys.
You should, because they're wearing clothes.
I was so close like a viewer would be, and it's...
Why are we... No, that's not how we behave. It's not how we behave out here. Why are you rubbing it? Why are you rubbing him? This is getting quite homosexual, which... That's a movie I'd watch. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a pervert.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Where's up?
Oh no.
Who's a bad girl?
Ew.
Ew. This is a safe space. I like to slap my belly fat, but not for reasons to judge myself. It's because we're friends. And I like to slap it and tug it and squeeze it, manipulate it like Play-Doh. You know what I mean? Like, hey girl. And then afterwards,
You spit out ever?
Of course, watch.
It's not. Ew!
Bro, come on, tell me.
We are taking a trip
Yeah.
to see the 7 wonders of the world.
What are the 7 wonders of the world? Robert? Why am I so dizzy all of a sudden?
Let me just check where we're going. So,
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, there's no shit. Bro, this is all day, every day. David, that's not possible. That's not fucking every time I look at this new country.
okay, correct me if I'm wrong. This content is obviously for children, right? It's for children. Like, it's not for adults. It can't be because I'm an adult. Sometimes.
Are you sure about that?
This can't be for adults.
How am I gonna make any money? How am I gonna have calls? How am I gonna tell people? Like, I'm in Machu Picchu currently.
this is one trip.
Okay, but you understand, this is like kind of fucked up the way you twisted it, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's like full-time traveling.
Let's go.
I'm sorry I keep pausing, but I'm trying to understand what is this? What even is this? What is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Is that really offset? Look at it.
So this is for children. Just confirm for me. Someone tell me that this is in fact for children. I feel like I'm supposed to be excited, but I'm not. Maybe it's my preconceived notions that David is awful, but also this is just a Netflix movie, like a Netflix montage that stars Lindsay Lohan.
Hello.
It's you.
Which, by the way, I love Lindsay Lohan. I'm glad she's back. I'm glad Girlfriend is healthy. You know what I mean? I like her movies unironically. But like, that's what this feels like. Is it the speed that's making it feel like you're just not part of being there? Okay.
Did Natalie find love in Vienna? Why do you love Vienna? She's a hot commodity every time.
That's so awkward. I couldn't imagine people watching me and filming me make out with somebody. Please don't do that. That's weird. Even for a vlog, even if I was like doing a vlog. I think the last time I did a vlog was my post office blog, and that's on some other channel. I don't know which one. I made a bunch at one time. Please don't judge me. I was trying to diversify my bonds, nigga.
When we go out, guys always want to hook up with her. Yeah, this is... What? I'm hyping her up, you asshole. I don't know what it was about traveling. The love was definitely in the air. Just offered to give Billy my first class seat. He said no. He's got your full.
That angle was like if he was like looking down on you while atop you, and oh, I didn't like that. It made me very uncomfy. They do it all the time. Nat hooked up with Todd, and the Karina was trying to fuck David for years. Sage, I'm concerned about your knowledge of the vlog squad, but also thank you for dropping it because I have no idea what these people do. This is what they do all the time. I have missed nothing.
Bro, try this, dude.
Dude, he's going up and down.
Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Can we just skip past the weird traveling? I can't handle it. Let's see if I can get to, he said he was going to surprise his friends with the body transformation. Can I get into like minute 6? Will anything, oh my God, nope.
Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Let me just, I've made mistakes. Oh God, okay. Let's try here. No.
Kill it with fire!
Oh, they went to the Conjuring house.
I can't, dude. Don't even tell me, please. Can I just walk that way and leave?
I look under the house.
Why the fuck would you agree to come?
White people doing white people things. TM. You couldn't, I'm not going to these places. They're at the Conjuring house. I moved forward. I couldn't handle whatever was happening back there. I was like, no, I couldn't stomach it. I'm so sorry. Does that make me terrible at reacting? Potentially. Do I actually care? I don't think so. Let's move forward a smidgen.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my
anything, like,
God,
touches
was
it?
that Jason? How old is Jason now? 75? Wow, he should be retired. He should retire from this. Don't they? Oh yeah, David doesn't offer a retirement plan. I mean, he does, but you have to die to get it. Ooh!
Well, no.
Do you think my friend is really fucking dumb? If yes, blink now. Damn, brother. That sucks.
Obviously, I'm totally.
Jason Nash is so that, oh my God, okay. This is sad. It's like, this is actually like making me depressed. Like I was feeling better about life and whatnot. And then I started watching this and like a deep depression fell over me. And I know that there's gonna be like somebody who's gonna come in and be like, you're just jealous because he has millions of dollars and you're a broke bitch in your room upstairs. Yes. Because I should get to just be pretty and have a little bit of money. Not a lot, just pay off the house so my mom can chill.
I was on the lookout for like true love and just thought I'd come in here would like open me up to something.
Well, I don't think there's any gay ghosts here.
Grandpa Jason with a gay joke. Is it 1996? I remember back in those days where you just threw around the F slur and that was the punchline. But it's 2025 now, so okay.
Did it. He kept up his promise. We're at the Taj Mahal. It's our final wonder, which means now I have to keep up my promise. Time to get shredded. This is my first step into the exercise world.
Get set, go.
I'd be lying if I said the last couple of years were my healthiest or my happiest. I let go of myself and stopped doing the things that I really enjoy. And believe it or not, my old podcast was at the top of my list. And there was only one man who missed it more than me. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do it again.
Aww. David is putting an olive branch out to his broke panhandling on TikTok ass friend Jason. He said, listen, buddy, I'm actually tired of watching you embarrass yourself on TikTok, and it is a reflection of me, even though I'm mostly on Snapchat raking in the bucks. But honestly, it's humiliating because you were supposed to be like my friend, and just watching you sit on there being like, come on, guys, I need more. My kids gotta go to private school. I'm going to hell. It's fine.
Oh, man. That's no bueno. Like a really sad news anchor. Sometimes you can all use a small helping hand. There's no one smaller than my little guy. And as much as I hate to this, I really need some help for my best friend.
So wait, is the joke that they are gay or they're not? Are they bi-curious? I'm like, straight men can be friends. I'm just trying to understand because there's a lot of gay overtones. Is this what straight men do? Do they like grab each other's asses and then be like, huh, I'm not gay? That's a weird way to say you're not gay. But I don't know because like, I'm not a straight man. So I don't understand the ins and outs of what it is that they do. And in fact, I haven't really been in contact with men in a very long time at this point. Like I'm going on to 5 years of celibacy and baby, when I tell you the new toys,
You don't need a smug, I told you so from me. And smug it would be because tell you I most certainly did.
But also, once again, I'm just gonna put it out there that I don't like the function. Thank you. Okay, I just feel like, you know when you go to like a corporate retreat? That's what this feels like.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, I'm glad you got a haircut.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the new and improved my best friend, David Dobrik.
Really good.
Like, congrats, okay? Let me just start by saying, congratulations on your body. Do y'all remember little Hercules? Okay, that's the sensation I get. It's kind of freaking me out. Is that not terrifying? It looks very painful. I could not imagine. Again, I'm all about being tubby. I like it. I like it. So this looks very uncomfortable. Is that Lori Laughlin's daughter?
Really? That's actually insane. Hi. Really? Yeah, I'm passing on it. Are you?
I'm like 40. Like, look at your face. That's not go together.
That scared you guys.
Brunette girl, I don't know who you are, but you are correct. They don't go together. It's very weird. It's like he's got whatever's happening up here and then whatever's happening here, and they're not friends. Maybe if he'd gotten like a haircut, like a grown man haircut, maybe that would have helped. That was Terry Jousey from all the reality shows where he fucks over women. Why does he? Oh, well, never mind. I know why he hangs. Okay.
That's me. I look fucking terrible right now. Oh my God.
Maybe you made me do this with my girlfriend here. As many of you know, I own a pizza place here in LA called Dobrik.
Like, if I had to choose between those two men, because there were no other men left on this earth, and God and Satan said if I did not make a choice, like, it would just be awful for me. Like, they would just fillet like the skin off my body, like a slow succession, and I would want to cry. I would still not choose David. I would have to choose the other one, who, again, I don't know what his name is. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm proud to say this is going to be the first and only time that I ever enter the world of David Dobrik and his slovenly crew, the vlog squad. Sorry.
And while we were traveling the world, the employees held it down.
So it's really just like him. So he's
like
tricking him.
So good. Thank you.
Oh my God, it's Mr. Beast. Hey, it's nice to know that he still doesn't have any light behind his eyes when he's actually talking too. That's, fascinating. So I'm right in my dislike of Mr. Beast too.
Yeah, he would have to buy 20,000 pieces of art.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that? That's fucking crazy. I thought you got jacked and you said that ass. What the fuck? So what would happen if you did get jacked?
If I did get jacked?
Yeah.
Jimmy would have to get your car. Yeah. And wait, David, lift up your shirt.
And we did it.
Yeah. So you'll head outside.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Dude, I should have fucking known. Fucking North Carolina right now, fucking New Year's Eve.
Do you think David would have flew all the way out to North Carolina?
Like, look at. I just want you to take a peek there at the life. there is no light or life behind these eyes. Is like, anyways, I'm doing a thing. We're all making money. I feel like all of these guys are 5'8", and there's nothing wrong with being 5'8", but they just have that energy. I can't deal with this. This is so stressful. I'm sad that I have opted to look at this. Oh, the problem.
Yeah, he was super hyped for it. I was like, why are you so hyped?
I've helped the squad get jacked and have been very selfless. So it's time for you to get something.
Oh my God!
It's 100% yours.
No, you gotta look. You gotta look.
Does it say Feastables on the side? It does, and it's a hideous color. I'm so sorry. Like, listen, if you like that color, good for you, dog, okay? But I don't know, you're gonna be like, it's a free car and it's an awesome car. No, I am very much a person who believes that you should get me gifts that I actually want. Period! Don't get me some shit I don't want. I'm gonna be pissed off. Thank you. I'm gonna be mad, because that's who I am as a person. If I tell you directly, like, I want chocolate covered pretzels, for instance, and that's not what you get me, why the fuck did you even ask me? I hate you. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So Jason just continues to look worse. Hopefully David could do something about his skin. You know what I mean? Like just get him a good skincare routine. Like, oh, thanks, Mr. Beast. I get to drive around a light blue Mr. Feastable's vehicle. Embarrassing. First of all, I am going to say that David Dobrik's comeback was a flop to me. I'm sad for having seen it. I didn't even see the whole thing. I just couldn't do it because I'm an adult and this just isn't for me. And then because we have time, and I know my editor just loves it when I stuff in more things into the sausage.
Tina, enough already. Come on.
I believe that Cody Co came back. He's like, hey, I run. I'm Cody Co. And I run. And that is yikes. He didn't respond. And of course, I don't think he's ever going to respond, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, because anything that he says could negatively impact him. So here's Cody Co. He's come back. He said, hey, why do they all look like they're related? People say we look the same. Harriet! Anyways.
Really commit to this. I'm gonna have to commit to the training schedule. And I'm gonna have to commit to, potentially losing some weight so I can get faster. And the whole thing just scares me. But I want to vlog it. I want to vlog the whole process, just like I did for Iron Man. Being creative, doing this type of thing, and putting it out there, it's just in my DNA. I need to do it, and so I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I understand I've been offline.
I would also just like to point out, do y'all hear the lawn man out there? For all the people specifically in the beauty sphere who talk shit, saying, oh, I hate it when beauty gurus say this, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry if you hear the noise, blah, 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 blah. When you don't say nothing, we notice. And I'm sure there's a comment somewhere, somebody going, you couldn't cut out the lawn guy? Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
For months, haven't made videos for, that whole time. And I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months.
Potentially. The good news is I didn't have an opinion to change, because genuinely I had never even heard of Cody Co until all this went down. Like, listen, when I'm just enjoying YouTube content, it's queer and black and Mika's rhetoric. That's it.
Spent the first half of my career criticizing people and judging people online. So, I don't begrudge your judgment of me by any means. I just think all I can do right now and moving forward is just try to be the best person I can be for myself and for my family, and just try to continue putting the best shit out there that I can.
What does that mean? I can just try to be the best person for myself and my family. Those sure are words, but what do those words mean to you, Cody? What does that look like? And he hasn't really said what it is that he did. That's my favorite part. He hasn't really said what it is that could have potentially changed people's opinion of him. He's just like, anyways, if your opinion of me changed, I understand that. I just gotta be the best that I can for me and my family.
So that's what I'm gonna do. And if you stick around to watch it, I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, truly. And so that's the plan. 3:30 marathon in March, hopefully. And you're gonna see the process.
And he will get away with this like they all do. Their audiences are just people who don't really care that they do things. Their audiences are filled with people who will justify the shit that they do because of the parasocial relationship that they have. Listen, I've said it multiple times that Trisha is my problematic fave. I will never excuse anything she's done. Not ever, ever, ever on the planet. Not one time. I can't excuse anything she's done. And I won't do that because I'm not an idiot. I understand that you can like somebody regardless of the things that they have done and just move on with your life. What bothers me about him and David Dobrik and somebody else I'm going to creepily talk about, which I wasn't expecting to do, but here we are, I'm in a good mood. Everybody who loves them can't just say, I know they suck, but I like them. They have to come up with 1,000 excuses as to why it's okay for them. Just admit you want to watch them regardless and you don't give a fuck about the things they do because they bring you joy. It's fine. Am I gonna judge you? Yes, just like some of y'all just judge me for Trisha. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend and come up with excuses for why. I'm just no, she's really pretty and I get pretty blind. She's really pretty and I can't help myself. And when she laughs, I forget everything that she's ever done wrong. And that's who I am as a person. The second she gives me that goofy little giggle, I'm finished.
Sorry.
That's who I am, and that's okay. he's not going to change. He's not going to grow. I'm going to not address the elephant in the room at all so that you can pretend and tell people that I addressed an elephant in the room so I can continue making content and making money off of those of you who like me. And yeah, that's it. That's what I'm going to do.
I will see you soon. And choo-choo.
Blood turned into a train at the end.
What the fuck is Choo Choo? I don't know who this man is, but this right here has destroyed my spirit. Where did you get that art, sir? Where did you get that art? I'm so finished. That is the burn I didn't know I needed.
Choo-choo.
The last thing that I'm going to catch up with, this is bothering me, and it's been bothering me, and I don't want to stick my neck out into this because like I'm a black person and I know how these people behave. It's nasty. And y'all, I don't like to stick my neck out. I don't like to, because first of all, it's not very long. You know, I don't have one of those long, graceful necks. So what has happened is my girl Mika, I love Mika's rhetoric. I have loved her channel for a long time. She's currently at 53.4K subscribers. Really, to me, I love the content that she makes. One of my favorite videos that she has made was actually about, not even the nuanced conversation on H3 and Ethan Klein, but we will get there, was about unschooling. For those of you who don't know what unschooling is, watch the video.
Or any of the reason you hear for parents deciding to homeschool. I just thought they could learn deeper and make closer friendships if you cut out the fluff and if you were specialized and intentional with the kids' education, you know? So I'm not completely anti-homeschooling, even though I do think there's...
So this video, an unscripted rant on unschooling, is honestly one of my favorite videos she's ever done. I like it a lot, especially because it pulls in the information about how important it is for people to understand that like, you're still indoctrinating your child just how you want them to be. And homeschooling generally is not great for people who have been homeschooled. I think people like to say that it's fine, but a lot of kids, there's like literally a subreddit of people who a support group read another because they were homeschooled. And they just like talk about the horrors that they endured, how even as adults, they have a difficult time with learning how to engage with people and have conversations and all these things that they had to learn after homeschooling, especially because depending on the state that you're in, a lot of times most states do require that at some point they do go to school with the other kids. It's typically somewhere in high school, and that is a problem. And it's a problem because it's hard to adjust. All these kids have known each other for like forever, and you have not interacted with children the way these kids have. It's a mess. So this is one of my favorite videos that she's ever done, and I've listened to it multiple times. I very much enjoyed it. I did listen to the Dr. Disrespect. I kind of just didn't care about that whole thing. I'm never going to care about Dr. Disrespect. I'm not going to care about his fans. If you want to argue semantics about the Dr. Disrespect situation, like you're sus, there's nothing I can do about that. You are a sus ass bitch. Like I can't, that's you. If you're over here arguing like age of consent and what constitutes sexting someone underage, like we're not gonna be cool. So she made this video a month ago. Also, I would also just like to throw in that one of the things that I do love about her videos is when every time I look over, she has beautiful lip shape. We're gonna move past that. But I have a thing when people have like gorgeous lip shape and they wear like the bright lip gloss, I'm just like, you're eating every day. So anywho, she made this video. I'm not gonna show it because of who I am as a person. I want her to make her coins. She is paying her student loans and I wanna make sure she gets her coins. So if you have not seen this video, please go watch it. Also, it's really important that you do watch it because apparently Ethan Klein could not stand that she bothered to make a video. And I've watched this video more than once. There's nothing mean, inflammatory, or awful in it. It's literally her like very lightly going over everything. It's literally her just going over the various controversies that have surrounded H3 and why she, along with other former fans of H3, have abandoned ship. Right. This video has 4,186 comments. The way that Ethan set this up was pretty fucked up. He has made at least 2 Instagram posts about her. And if you don't know this about H3, which if they come here, I just, y'all know if I do something controversial, I just don't read the fucking comments because don't come over here yelling at me and my black queer ass. Like I'm not gonna deal with that. I will just hide every single one of you. I do not give a fuck. My mental health is more important than letting y'all come over here and be fucking weirdos. All right, so they've come over here and the good news is that there are a lot of people in here trying to like be like, we love you. We have people giving super chats. You have a lot of former H3 viewers saying like that they believe in you. And I don't normally stick my neck out, especially for the lighter hued. You know what I mean? I mind my business. I stay in my little lane. I stay in my little lane. but they started coming over here and being nasty. The good news is that Adam McIntyre did a video as well, which has helped because she's been getting eaten up. She went on Twitter and was just like, I have 2 videos that I have to make because I've already signed the sponsorship deals and I don't know what I'm doing after that because this is nasty. Just for context, okay? Do I like to spread rumors sometimes? Of course I do. Hello? But if they have to be true, I like to allegedly my way out of things. However, the issue that I have with this, it will not hurt her job. It will not hurt her job. This is insanity. And I'm bringing this up because like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Over a content creator. If my community got weird like this, legitimately, I would have to quit. I would have to quit doing YouTube. I could not do YouTube knowing that my community of people would go over trying to dox people and like call their job and threaten their like livelihood. I could not do that. I would quit immediately. That would be enough. If you're on this level where you're trying to negatively impact people's real lives because of criticism about how you've handled things, how old are you? And in comparison, let's do just a quick comparison of whatever H3H3 is. 2.78, almost 3 million subscribers. Okay, almost 3 million subscribers. So you have almost 3 million subscribers. You put someone who has nowhere near that kind of reach, who is actually a kind and compassionate person, where you spent all of your time. I feel like people don't understand that I had spent time talking shit about how she looks. Him.
Oh, jump scare.
This man down here, him, had the nerve to talk about how she looks. Of all the people in the world who shouldn't be throwing stones, it's him. I'm literally not gonna play this because, first of all, this is somebody who I consider a friend. If she watches this video, I don't want her to see that kind of hatred directed at her or spewed at her. I don't want her to see it live and in color. But he does spend a lot of time talking about how she looks. Again, just so that you remember what was happening here. 53K subscribers is what Mika has. And he has almost 3 million. What a wild thing to do. And all of this man baby tantrum, I think, is because he can't make Hassan mad. He can't make him mad.
Outside our window is closed, but we're safe for now. Wind is blowing away from us. Hassan for sure hoping the fire takes out my computer. I don't know what to say about this. I hope him and his family are fine. I hope their house is fine. I don't know how you stare down like a wildfire and in your mind think, I'm sure Hassan is hoping that I die or something. I don't know. That's crazy.
I do all of this to say, help her out, send some love. The other thing that's pissing me off is there's not enough commentary men who are being helpful. Adam McIntyre, of course, is, but the majority of them just kind of don't care. And I don't fuck with Papa Gut. That's not what we're gonna do here. But mostly it's just angry people. And then there is Vangelina Skov, who has stepped in, I believe, based on the video she made. It was 13 hours ago when I saw it. I can't guarantee what it was now, but I do understand that she is making a video in response to this whole thing.
If you're so scared of criticism, don't say anything. Just simply do not speak.
I just think that if you have a platform, you do, like, you're always going to have a right. You're always going to have a right to defend yourself. You're always going to have a right to react to or respond to your critics. I'm not going to say that you don't, because that's ridiculous. But also, if you cannot take criticism.
Spoilers for the next video. It's like you saying to Mika, if you have an intense anxiety disorder, get off the internet. Okay, if you can't handle criticism, get off the internet. Like, that is the way that it is.
And I agree wholeheartedly. Why have a channel? Why be on the internet? If you're gonna do react content, I'd understand if Mika went hard in the paint and she went as light and soft as she possibly could, because she's already dealt with the H3 brigades and the nastiness. It's really ugly. She's had to private all of her social media because of this. I hate it. And I hate these guys. I hate what they've done. And it makes me mad. And I'm tired. I'm tired of this. We keep letting these guys do this stuff, and like very few people will speak up. It reminds me of when I was talking about a long time ago.
2 months ago.
When I did that react to the FD signifier video, just a soft note, when men say we're not talking about it, I'm like, no, y'all aren't talking about it. No disrespect to you, Feek, but y'all aren't talking about it. Women aren't talking about these kinds of things very regularly. The men don't come and help at all. Women bring these things up, men ignore it. There's so many commentary men. Where are y'all?
Where are you?
So many supposedly leftist commentary men. Where are y'all? It's so funny, I can't see you. Wild times. Wild times. Do y'all like it when I do like several topics in one video? Because I can do that. So the next thing I did want to just hop into, because of who I am as a person, is Angelina Jolie's divorce from Brad Pitt is finalized. So this portion is not sponsored by alcohol because that's what ruined everything on that plane. After 8 years, after 8 long years, they finally reached their divorce. And I feel vindicated because I've hated Brad Pitt for a very long time. You can go back on my channel, the amount of times that I have said that I hate Brad Pitt. It's because I needed to realize that like there is only so much room for hate in my heart. And I need to save most of that grudge and hate for Brad Pitt and J.K. Rowling. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where that hatred needs to be. Is very intense. And the thing that has happened is like all them kids were like, anyways, we want to drop Pitt from our last name. Fuck him. The FBI did not file charges, but I don't think that people understood like the absolute messiness of what happened on that plane. Brad Pitt went in drunken rage. He accosted Angelina, grabbed her multiple times. She told the children not to get involved because she's a good mom. And at one point, allegedly, he poured alcohol on everybody, including the children. When he fell asleep, Angelina finally said to the kids, like, when we get off, when we land and we get there, like, no matter what he does, do not intervene, don't do anything. Basically trying to keep her children safe. And after they got off that plane, that was enough. Like so many women before her have done. You can treat me like trash, but you absolutely cannot harm our children. I have said for the longest time that Brad Pitt is a nightmare and a monster, and that is because he has literally been nasty from day none. If you even go back and look at interviews with Jennifer Aniston about him being with Angelina Jolie, she very rarely made any mention, and I don't remember everything, but a lot of this is off the top of my head, but she would often say he was so cruel. The things that he said were cruel. He has been a menace from day none. And if you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you because he's literally been a menace. He was going to marry Gwyneth Paltrow. And then you know what he did instead? He said, I don't believe in marriage. And then what did he do after that? He married Jennifer Aniston. Then the man wanted a family. He's filming with Angelina Jolie. She already has a family building and started. And I know that there's going to be people who are like, yeah, but Angelina Jolie steals men. Babes, you can't steal people like that in a relationship, obviously. The transatlantic slave trade existed, so you can. But anyways, they were still sold. The point is, you can't, like, in a relationship sense, steal someone's man. The fact that women to this day are still blaming the other woman. She knew he was married. Babes, he knew he was married. He knew he was in a relationship. What do you mean? He knew. Why are you letting this man off the hook? All right. Brad Pitt has been nothing but a monster for decades at this point, and I'm happy to be vindicated because I believe that she is now $80 million richer. She has thrived. And the best thing about it is she just finally got to this place where she was like, okay, she just like retreated from the limelight, mostly just took care of her kids, got her kids off to college, did all those things. No one deserves to be treated that way regardless of how a relationship started. 1,000%. I think that the conversation around home wreckers needs to be had again, because the only person who's truly wrecking your home is the person who has the arrangement with you. If I'm seeing someone, which would be rare, but could happen, if I'm seeing someone and then they step out, they are wrecking our happy home. I don't care. I don't care whatever this other woman has done. I don't care. I don't care if she traipsed around him naked. I don't care. It does not matter. I just feel like vindicated in this whole thing. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if she's traipsing around buck ass naked. It doesn't matter if she opens up and busts it wide open. If he or she can't contain themselves, then they're breaking the covenant with me. They are the wrecker of the home. The end. I know people want to argue with me. You can argue with your mama. You ain't gonna argue with me. If that's the belief you have, then you have that very specifically because patriarchy told you so, but also so that you can forgive him. And if you want to forgive him, baby, I guess you can. There are scenes in Mr. and Mrs. Smith which you can literally see them falling in love. And when I tell you, even if you hated him, there's quite literally scenes in there where you're just like, right here is when you start seeing it. I know they're fighting. Oh my God.
Come on, honey. Come to daddy.
Hell yeah.
Can't do it.
It's right here.
Don't! Come on! Come on!
You want it? Yours.
Like, you literally saw them falling in love. Anyways, the divorce is settled. Angelina's getting the monies, as she should. And that brings me to my final topic, which is the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. Is that how you say his name? I don't know who this man is. I'm never going to watch that movie because I don't watch movies about domestic violence if ever I can avoid it. Oftentimes there are movies that are disguised as like an action film and then you're like, oh no, domestic abuse, I'm out. So we're watching Amber Heard Part 2. That's what we're watching. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Just get ready because it was weird. And here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. Just like with Amber Heard, it's fine to not like her, but that's what we're really gonna watch happen again. It's fine to not like them because you don't have to like someone to be on their side. You genuinely don't have to like someone to be on their side. There's plenty of people that I don't like. I'm still on their side. I'm not a fan of Tana Mongeau. I was still like, yeah, Girly Pop did not deserve that, because it set the tone for a large part of the toxicity of her love life and how she viewed sex. Still don't enjoy her personally, but I can also say two things true at once. So Blake Lively, you know, I know those interviews surfaced. Obviously, it looks like allegedly due to Justin Baldoni trying to like put all that shit out there. I was also on record at one point of saying, I mean, hey, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have more power in Hollywood. So of course everybody would take their side because I don't know who Justin Baldoni is. Honestly, it wasn't even him talking about like feminist stuff because I don't know that man. I'm sorry to that man. I've never seen him before.
I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
I had already disliked Blake Lively. Same thing with Amber Heard. I had already disliked her and it was a reason I didn't want to talk about it. And I'm trying to confront those things in my life. I'm trying to get to a place in my life where I can confront those issues and realize that like me not liking somebody doesn't change that they don't deserve those things. And it's just trying to understand that and reconcile that, right? Like, yeah, did anybody make Blake Lively be bitchy in those interviews? Obviously not. She did that of her own fucking accord. But watching this play out and seeing how he's trying to use things like, oh, well, she texted saying that she wanted the character to dress more sexy. Babes, that's still not an invitation for you to be weird. It's really, really weird. What's wrong? Oh, God. We're just like never gonna get past this. You're literally gonna spend way too much time dissecting weird ass shit. And I think that just generally, because we have all been indoctrinated through media quite often, we've been indoctrinated as to what abuse looks like and what sexual assault looks like and what is that other word that I'm looking for? Sexual harassment. My God, my brain. And what sexual harassment looks like. And this is why I very consistently say media plays a huge impact into how we see things. When we watch movies, assault like that is always played out in a very specific way. DV is played out in a very specific way. We almost always in those types of movies see a couple that is happy. They're typically like at a party or something, and she makes an offhand comment. Everybody's laughing. The people leave the house, and then he looks at her and says like, oh, so I'm funny, huh? Something like that. And she's like, yeah. And then we get the violence that happens just like out of the blue. I hope y'all didn't see that piece of spit that flew, but if you did, I spit when I talk, and that's as sexy as I can be. But we get this sudden violence. So obviously, as the viewer, you are automatically on her side, right? Because she didn't do anything wrong. The party was going well. This man is just extremely violent. And when she escapes him, you're rooting for her and all of these things. But real life is messy and complicated, and that's not what it looks like. It's the same way that we have been indoctrinated. And listen, if you want me to one day go on my like whole rant on propaganda, why we love it, but also why it completely destroys our brains as to how all of that works. It's the same way we're regularly indoctrinated that internal affairs is the bad guy, and every time they show up, the cops are pissed that they have arrived. We get told these things, and whether we know it or not, we fall victim to it. We all try not to, right? And I don't even think it's a case of both sides have said and done some weird stuff with regard to this. I think that in the context of her saying, I think the character should dress sexy, it doesn't mean he replies with "you are sexy" or "be sexy." Like, he doesn't "hey sexy" her. Like, she was like literally work talking, and then he used that to be like and it still doesn't explain why he was weirdly biting her lip in the kiss scenes. Awkward. So at some point, we're going to have to like reconcile all of these things that we have been indoctrinated with on a very regular basis. Just like we think that Russian sounds like a very harsh language, we think German is harsh. But again, think about the context in which you are seeing it, especially as an American, and then go watch Love is Blind. Listen, don't get mad at me. Go watch Love is Blind, Germany. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's the difference in between hearing someone just speak their native language and seeing them in a movie, I think as Em said, as Americans view how these people talk. It's the same thing with Arabic, which is beautiful. I wish I could speak it. All I can do is say Habibi. Listen, I'm grasping because it's so beautiful. Go watch Dubai Bling. Also for the serfs. If you want me to do like a breakdown of the 3rd season of Dubai Bling, let me know in the comments below, because baby, like, they are serving. I don't even have to do a breakdown. We just need to do like a breakdown of the serfs. I will bring that to you because these bitches are serving. But like, we have been told over and over again what these things look like. And again, we're turning this whole thing into, well, she said this or she did that. And then that means that he could come into her dressing room while she's naked. Well, even though she asked him not to come in when she was topless. She was like, please don't come in here. And he was like, we really need to talk now. And she's like, okay, I guess, fine. But like, don't look at me. And he was like, okay. And then proceeds to look directly at her. The plantation wedding is, I'm never going to forgive anybody for doing that shit. That's wild. That's very weird. I wouldn't do that. Why would you do that? They don't allow weddings at Auschwitz. I just need that to be, no. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying, as a general rule, no one should ever get married in places like that. It only brings horror. Those spirits don't rest well, and then they come back on you hard. Listen, Kate Beckinsale famously talked about how she was on set before and she was harassed by someone, and she told another person, and they were like, don't worry about that, like, that's not who they were. She told another woman, thinking that the woman would be on her side, another fellow actress, and the woman told her, no, you have not been harassed. So if we as women don't stop upholding this patriarchy and this misogynistic world and allowing men to continue to behave this way, then we don't protect each other in the ways that we need to. I say this to finally end this like multi-topic video with the fact that Evangelina Skov is like the one woman that I have seen having this conversation. Obviously, it doesn't mean she's the only one. Please don't come in here being like, so-and-so talked about it. I'm not subscribed to everybody. Everybody doesn't show up on my fucking list. Like, don't be like that. But she's one of the people that I've seen. And it's important to me to say that she's one of the first women I've seen talk about this, because I'm not subscribed to her and I don't watch her content. That she has to be the largest channel at this point defending her besides Adam. And Adam is queer. We're having this whole thing where it's like the marginalized can only protect each other. Period! At the end of the day, I don't believe Justin. I don't believe his nice guy act, but I do know that we're gonna have to watch Blake fight tooth and nail to defend herself. There are other people who are gonna try to help defend her. I really hope that this isn't something that actually goes to court. I hope that that man has some sense, but of course he won't because he's a man. I hope that he has some sense and just settles this outside of court and like lets it go. Gives her her due and realizes this isn't helping you anyway. Because again, I didn't know who you were before this shit. I'm not gonna know who you are after it. I am in fact saying it does end with us. And with that, I have been Audra, the Messiah of Nonsense. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like it when I include lots of topics in one video, even if it's long. But listen, y'all know I have a job outside of this. I have a job that takes up a lot of hours. And currently I'm in snow day, so. Also, if you know people personally, like I personally know Nappy Headed Hoba, she is in LA. If you see that they have like a PayPal or a Cash App please hit them up. Like everybody that you know in LA, if you have some monies to spare, please help them out. Please give them some money so that if they have to evacuate, they can safely and financially. And that's it. That is all. Like maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe it'll be 2 weeks from now. You know, don't worry, I won't do one of those I'm quitting YouTube bait videos because that shit's whack. Just like quit or don't quit. Stop doing that, you fucking weirdos. If I quit YouTube, you would just literally never hear from me again. I would make a video, that would be the last video I ever make. Until next time, I am so pretty and so are you. It's because I needed to realize that like there is only so much room for hate in my heart, and I need to save most of that grudge and hate for Brad Pitt and J.K. Rowling. Yeah, except Angelina's anybody except Mrs. Pitt. Yes. Cause like why? I don't know why anybody likes Brad Pitt, because he looks like he doesn't bathe.
Yeah, Angelina did not need Brad.
She really didn't. I don't know why. Ugh. I just want to be like, Angie, please stop marrying these fools. Like stop. Because she married Johnny, she married Billy Bob, she married Brad. I'm like, girl, stop marrying these people. Like, they are not worth your time.
Man that got physically violent with her, and then when the kids tried to stop it, he beat up the kids? Then he went on to executive produce a movie about women escaping deviant relationship. Baby, I think Angelina has been through enough. I think she can sit this one out. Brad Pitt slander has entered the chat, and listen, if there's one thing, if there are no Brad Pitt haters on this earth, then I am dead. I hate Brad Pitt. I have hated Brad Pitt from day none. From the days of the Legend of the Fall or whatever it is, was that it? And everybody's like, Brad Pitt this and Brad. I have hated Brad Pitt with my entire spirit, my entire soul. I always knew that man was dirty and he was wrong and I was correct. I have been correct for 2 decades. Okay, that's my that is my rant. Like, they really swore that, like, Bradley Cooper was going to be the next Brad Pitt, but, like, Brad Pitt was still alive. I still don't like him, but it's still alive. And he started that beauty company, I think, to do something with the remnants of his vineyard. Like, I hate him. Like, I told you, when I started that and I said, if there is not a Brad Pitt hater left on this earth, then I am dead. I meant that shit 100%. Like with every ounce of my being, I have been waiting for the fall of Brad Pitt. Okay. I have been sitting here just being like, maybe someday everybody will see. I hate him so much. I can't stand his ass. Because here's why I despise Brad Pitt. This is what we're going to start out with. Here's why I despise Brad Pitt. Now, before Brad Pitt was with either of those women, he was, and many people forget this, he was engaged to Gwyneth Paltrow. He was engaged to Gwyneth Paltrow. They were the Hollywood it couple. They were the power couple, because Gwyneth Paltrow did whatever it was that she did. With people compared her to Audrey Hepburn, I disagree. The point is, they were the it couple. They were engaged. And you know what? They got unengaged. He broke it off. And you know why he broke it off? He said he didn't believe in marriage, y'all. He said he did not believe in marriage. Brad Pitt. And you know what he does after he says he doesn't believe in marriage? He marries Jennifer Aniston. He marries her. He says, oh, I don't believe in marriage. And then he marries Jennifer Aniston. All right. So this is why I can't stand this man. He is a blight on this earth, and I cannot stand it.